as they're doing that, right, an interesting fact about those ones is as they're doing that, because they have their head 24/7 in sand, they actually breathe out of their butt, which is a pretty interesting fact there.
Corals from the bottom of the glass boat.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, yeah. So they digest all that sand and then pump back out a nice clean sand.
The Great Barrier Reef, Australia.
Looks like human fingers, sort of swaying around on top of like a boulder coral and some other different types of corals.
ये broccoli नहीं
There's
है.
also some plate coral in that formation there as well. So down there, so it looks like a plate or a table. So the larger variations for plate coral being called table coral. Down there, you can also see another sea cucumber down there. Yeah. So those leather sea cucumbers, they're sort of like a blackish color. So that's why we call them that. And then the like spikes, much like a pineapple does. And then the loaf of bread sea cucumber they use as well. So they can be quite useful. However, not here on the Great Barrier Reef, because where we are right now is we are in the middle of a green zone, which basically means no touching or taking of anything around here. You can see some yellow tough fusiliers down here. Those ones there, very similar. They do get eaten quite a lot, so they do need to be quite careful, move around in large groups. Could have just seen another parrotfish down there as well, and a few butterfly fish. So an interesting fact about those butterfly fish, they're those white, black and yellow ones down there. They actually, what they do is they'll eat the polyps out of the coral. Now, they do move around in pairs of two. Now with that there, they do this for like, sort of like safety in numbers, and they do heavily depend on each other. Alrighty there guys, now I am just going to start making my way over to my next spot on the tour, so I'll come over a little bit more coral down here, and then I'll start heading over some sand and sea grass, so there won't be much happening down below. However, if you look over the side here, you might be able to see a turtle. They do poke their heads up. However, once again, I'm going to be heading over to my fish feeding spot. So we do have a permit from the Great Barrier Reef Park Authority to do this activity. So I can only feed these fish a little bit per day. However, as I'm doing this, I'll be telling you a little bit about these fish, who they are, what they do, that type of thing. So once again guys, sit back, relax. Once again, won't be much happening underneath. Poke your heads out over the side every now and again, and you might see a turtle pop its head up.
ये है वो आइलैंड, ग्रीन आइलैंड, जहाँ से हम इस ग्लास बोट पर सवार हुए। आ गई मछलियाँ, कोरल्स और मछलियों का अद्भुत।
Alrighty there guys, so this here is our fish patch. So down here you can see more of those yellow tough fusiliers. So those guys there, they are built for speed. However, they're built for speed to avoid their predators. Now down here as well, you can also see some black and white striped fish down there. Those ones there are called our Sergeant Major Scissortails. So those ones down there. Once again, they'll be moving in quite close to these corals here because they don't want to be snacked upon by one of these bigger fish. However, those ones there, they do like to come up for a little bit of the scraps from what those bigger fish do leave behind here. And then down here you can see some grey, black and yellow fish down here. Is the sort of big round dish-shaped one. That one there is called our batfish. So that batfish down here is basically what we call the garbage trucks of the Great Barrier Reef. So they do eat pretty much anything they can fit in their mouth, anything that is remotely edible, they will eat it.
छोटी भी बड़ी भी हरे रंग की मछलियाँ काले रंग की।
So their favorite snack is actually fresh from the behind of a turtle, which is lovely stuff. Lovely stuff.
बैकग्राउंड में कोरल, सामने रंग बिरंगी मछलियाँ। ऐसा दृश्य अविस्मरणीय और अद्भुत है, ऐसा तो कहीं नहीं मिलेगा। यहीं पर आके पैसा वसूल होता है। अंडमान भी देखा और मालदीव्स भी देखा, लेकिन ये वाला बैकग्राउंड और ये वाली मछलियों का समूह ऐसा और कहीं नहीं दिखता है। इसलिए द ग्रेट बैरियर रीफ ऑफ ऑस्ट्रेलिया ये विशिष्ट है, अद्भुत है। वाह, अचानक सब भाग खड़ी हुई, क्यों? एक तरफ एक दिशा में भागी, लगता है उधर से कोई खतरा आया होगा, और मैं देखूं जाके उधर क्या होता है। देखिए शीशे के बाहर से तो उतना नहीं समझ में आएगा, वापस मैं शीशे के पीछे ही चलता हूँ, वहीं देखता हूँ कि क्या होता है। और देखिए शीशे के नीचे क्या हो रहा है। शीशे के नीचे क्या है? मछली मछला, मछली मछला, कोरल कोरल, मूंगे मूंगे। बिना हमसे डरे वो हमारे आसपास नृत्य कर रही हैं। दे आर डांसिंग विद अस, बिफोर अस एंड बिहाइंड अस।
Alrighty guys, so down there you may have just seen him there come past a long streamlined fish with sort of like a forked like tail. Down there is called our brassy trevally. Someone down there sort of looks like a tuna. Someone down there, he does eat smaller fish. Now with that there, he is quite fast. He can reach speeds of about 40 kilometers per hour.
40 kilometers per hour.
That guy there, he also has quite good eyesight. So he does use that to his advantage when hunting these smaller fish species. Alrighty there guys, any questions for me about anything you've seen along the tour? Anything about your day? Anything like that? Yes, yeah. Alrighty there guys, now I am going to start slowly making my way back over towards the back of the big cat there now. So this does unfortunately mean that our tour has come to an end.
तो इस प्रकार ये ग्लास बॉटम बोट के की सवारी का और यात्रा का समापन होने जा रहा है। अब हम वापस अपने अड्डे पहुंच रहे हैं।